So we're back at week 5 in our garden, and Debbie's back with us today.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
Yeah, we missed you last week. These are all of our squash plants. We have zucchini, spaghetti squash, butternut squash, some yellow squash, and they're growing really well. But we just wanted to.
Progress.
I know, right? All in 1 week. You notice it when you're gone for a week and come back.
Yeah, it's exciting.
We want to show you how we check our leaves for squash bugs. We mentioned that these flowers, nasturtium, are here to help keep away the squash bugs. And what you want to do to check to make sure you don't have any of those little bugs, or check the back of these leaves. And if there were bugs here, what we would see are the eggs all lined up in a little grid. They're like little goldish brown dots.
So how do you take them off?
Well, if you see them when they're on the leaves, you want to either pick them off. You could try to wash them off, but I think it's probably easiest to cut them off. If you don't address it while you see those little eggs and they hatch, then it's a lot harder to get rid of those bugs later. They will just take over.
So that's your management. Huh, well maybe we'll find some next week.
I hope not.
It's working.
Yep, looks good.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're checking in on our green beans.
Man, looks terrific.
One thing I'm surprised about, though, is that these pole beans that are surrounding the perimeter here of the teepee, they're not clinging on just yet. Usually by the time they get to the height of the first rung here, they will have the little tendrils, like vine-like extendages that will wrap around, and that's how they climb. Haven't seen that yet, but they look nice and strong.
Yeah, I'll say. And then I noticed, Courtney, like some of the stems are different colors.
Right, we planted a few different varieties of beans, not just the pole beans and the bush beans, but a couple different colors. So you can see the green beans, the plants that have the reddish purplish stems, those are also going to have purple pods.
Oh.
And there's some yellow pods and green pods as well.
What a beautiful platter that's going to make. Oh, that basil looks fantastic, Courtney.
Well, I have to admit, I did get a little bit impatient. You can see the basil seeds that we planted over here.
Oh, yeah, look
a
at how
couple little
tiny.
spots. They are so tiny, and I like to be cooking with that basil all summer long. So I planted a few larger plants that I got at the nursery. So hopefully the seeds will grow and fill in the rest of the spots. But in the meantime, we'll have some fresh basil to work with.
Looks fantastic. Wow, Courtney, I love kale, as you know, and look at all the varieties you've got here.
Yeah, we've done lots of varieties, and it all is growing really well, nice and tender right now. So this is ready to be picked, and I'm actually really excited to cook up a few of the recipes that you have in your online course.
Yes, actually, our daily greens, we do, well, at least 4 different recipes. Rainbow, kale, we do a sauteed kale, an Italian version, and we've got a sherried version with mushrooms. And oh my goodness, I mean, even just putting it in a salad right now with it being so tender. I do have a question though. When you're harvesting this, are you just gonna pinch off this?
Yes.
You're not gonna pull up the entire plant?
That's what I do with all my greens. It seems to just keep coming back that way. So if you're interested in learning how to make lots of good recipes with kale, check out our online cooking course. It's $60 for 6 classes. The daily greens class is where you'll find all those great kale recipes.